What is going on, beautiful folks? Today, we're going to be talking about nine signs that you might be dealing with a narcissist early on in the beginning of a relationship, y'all. Early on. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist. Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. So boom, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. 9 signs that you might be dealing with a narcissist. Right? This list right here comes from a website called healthline.com. I haven't read the whole list, but it's 9 signs. I'm going to read the sign and I'm going to give you my perspective on it, right? I'm going to put the link to the article in the description so you have a chance to read it and go take a look at it yourself. But these are going to be my perspective right here from the 9 signs. So we'll hop right into it, y'all. The first one says, they were charming at first. We know most people, not just narcissists, put their best foot forward when you're dating, right? When you're getting to know somebody, that's not necessarily a narcissistic trait, right? To put your best foot forward. Not a pathological narcissistic trait, right? Because most people are going to put their best foot forward. Like you, empath, survivor, thriver, whatever position you're in, you're going to put your best foot forward as well, right? So that's what you're trying to do. But narcissistic people are putting a false foot forward. Y'all know the peg leg. They're putting the peg leg forward. So if you're putting your best foot forward, that narcissistic person, they're raising their leg. Hey, let me see your leg. They're raising their leg up, and they're like a damn, like Captain Jack. It's a pirate. They got a peg leg. They're walking around with a Nike boot on, with a Timberland boot on their peg leg. They're charming at first because that's how they get you, right? They're charming at first, and the charm wears off. Like it's kind of like makeup. Or an adhesive, something that is naturally sticky, but it wears off. It loses its adhesion. Like narcissistic people lose their charm, right? That's what they do. They lose their charm over time. So if they were charming at first and they're no longer charming, or you be like, you start asking yourself, what the hell did I see in this person that made me like them in the first place? You're like, oh, that's it. They were charming at first. They're no longer charming right now, but they were charming at first. So that's how they get you. That's how they suck you into this space, right? That's how they reel you in to this relationship dynamic, right? And whatnot. That's what happens. That's how it goes. This is, they were charming at first, but they're no longer charming. It wears off. It's falseness. It's fake. They're fake. They're fake people. They're inauthentic. They're fake as hell. So they were charming at first. It's going to be the very first sign, right? That's sign number 1. So I'm gonna scroll down the list right here. Sign number 2. They hog the conversation, talking about how great they are, right? That's true for a lot of narcissists. Like when you first get to know them, they're hogging the conversation. Like they're doing this, they're doing that. They are talking about themselves. They are hyper focused on themselves at first. Like you can't get a word in because they're talking about themselves so much, right? You're like, damn, I haven't got a chance to say anything about myself. They just talking about themselves. They seem more interested in themselves and their own accomplishments than they are in getting to know who I am and what I bring to the table or what I present. Not bring to the table. I know how that could be triggered to some people. Not necessarily like they so worried about what I present, what I have going on in my own life. They're completely talking about themselves. That could definitely be a sign that you're dealing with a narcissist. But on the flip side of things, right? The flip side says that not all narcissists are going to talk about themselves like that. There are some covert, vulnerable narcissists, right? That will allow you to control the conversation, right? They will allow you to control the conversation. They will allow you to talk about yourself, you to talk about what you have going on. They are analyzing you. They're logical people. They're getting to know you. They're getting to know your likes and dislikes. So sometimes they won't talk about themselves at all. That's what a lot of narcissists do. That's what I would do. When I'm getting to know you, I'll focus on you. Getting to know, I'll let you just talk. So it's kind of like you got to find that balance, right? Healthy people have a balance, right? Healthy-minded people, I feel like, have a balance. Narcissistic people typically are going to skew majorly in one direction or the other. They'll control the conversation or dominate it by talking about themselves a lot. But then you also get the narcissist. They just won't talk at all, won't share any kind of deep facts about themselves. They'll just share just enough to keep you interested, and they'll allow you to damn near verbal vomit or to overshare and whatnot. You overshare and that's how they get you. You know what I mean? So that can absolutely happen. That's number 2 right there. Number 3, sorry y'all. It says they feed off your compliments, which is true. Like most narcissists, this is narcissistic supply isn't it? They feed off your compliments. They need that validation. They need it. They thrive on it. They suck it up. They just, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? This is kind of like they power up. They plug their charger cord into you. They're like, hold on, I'm running low real quick. Let me plug this into you. You got a USB-C charger cable on your back. Let me put this into you. And they power up off your compliments, right? Let me put the other end in me. Kind of like Avatar. You know, at the movie Avatar, when they were connecting their hair, that's how they do right there. They just connect their hair to you, their little blue dreads. They connect their dreads to you. I actually got dreads. And then they just they suck them off the validation from your compliments. And a lot of times they feed off your compliments because, they might be physically attractive, right? But then also they might be just talking about themselves so much that you're just complimenting them. So they feed off of that as well. So that could be another sign that you're dealing with a narcissistic person right there. The fact that they're just, if they feel like they're getting high off of your supply, they probably are. Number 4, they lack empathy. Sorry, y'all. I really am. They lack empathy. So I saw the Nameless Narcissist share this statistic. He said that only 44% of narcissists lack empathy. I got to look that up, but he said that because I don't think all narcissists lack empathy. Of all the diagnosable criteria, lack of empathy is one of them, but you don't have to necessarily lack empathy to be a narcissist. That's crazy, isn't it? You can have empathy, you can have levels of empathy and still be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. I have empathy. I have I don't want to say I have the most empathy, but I absolutely have empathy. I care, And sometimes I hate the fact that I care. I have just enough empathy to cross the threshold into being a self-aware narcissist to help people. But like most narcissists lack empathy. They don't care what you're going through. This can go back to the first part about talking about how they focus on themselves. They focus about how they feel, what they're going through. They compare. It's like they damn near compare and contrast your experiences, and they make you feel like you're always competing with them. You're like, damn, you're competing with them. Like they don't really care. They lack it says the narcissists lack the skill to make you feel seen, validating, understood, or accepted because they don't grasp the concept of feelings. That's what it says on the article right here. Again, y'all, the article will be linked in the description. I just read that part off of just the screen. But narcissists lack empathy. They don't care what you're going through. They don't empathize with you. You're crying and they're just staring at you. Like you're going through something, you're sharing some type of traumatic experience and they're just staring at you like this. You're like, my fish died. And I haven't recovered ever. And you got tears coming from your eyes, and they're like, yo, that's lack of empathy. They're not connecting to you. I'm not saying run, but I'm saying skedaddle. Skedaddle. The 5th one, they don't have any or many long-term friends, which can be true, y'all. Which can be true. There are a lot of narcissists out here. There are lone wolves, lone riders. They don't even have close family members that they can call friends. They don't have people that they can hang out with and whatnot. They tend to isolate themselves, or people just don't want to be around them. They're insufferable people. I had a friend. We were good friends. Like, he was literally a narcissist. He probably was more along the lines of a sociopath because he's kind of crazy. But they either really liked him or they couldn't stand his ass. Right? They either really, really liked him or they could not stand his ass. Because he was always find a way to wrong them. He would always find a way to rub people the wrong way. He would always find a way to make people feel disconnected and out there. He would always find a way to alienate other people, make people just feel bad about themselves while being in his presence or being around him. That's literally the mentality of narcissistic people. That's why they don't have many friends or family members. I'm a loner. Yeah, and you could also be a loner. Being a loner doesn't necessarily make you a narcissist, y'all. I'm just telling you, you might be a loner as well. You might just like being by yourself. It doesn't necessarily make you a narcissist, but ask yourself why. Why don't they have any friends? Why are most of their family members no contact with them? These are questions you have to ask yourself. because it will help you heal and help you make more sense of everything that you're going through, what you're experiencing. Like, they could have some, there are some narcissists, right? They do have some long-term relationships, right? They do have long-term friends. And those friends know exactly who they are a lot of times. They just deal with it. They just like, well, we grew up together. That's my boy. That's my man. We grew up together. This is how he is. They just accept that person. Like, that's just how he is. Like, he toxic. He lie. He manipulate. He this. He that. Blah, blah, blah. Boo, 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 beep, beep, beep. They'll say and do all that type of stuff right there, y'all. Number 6, they pick on you constantly. Yeah, at first, it can start off as like them just being playful, them joking. But when you set a boundary, it's like, hey, look, I don't like when you call me, when you call me deadhead. And they're like, oh, you're too sensitive. It stops being playful and starts being aggressive. It starts being offensive. When you ask them to stop doing it and they keep doing it, and then they start telling you you're too sensitive, you can't take a joke, you're overreacting. That's narcissistic right there. That's them stepping over top of your boundaries, right? That's them stepping over top of your boundaries and not respecting who you are as a person, or definitely, and 100% not respecting any type of boundaries that you set. Hell no. They are absolutely not respecting any type of boundaries that you set. So you, in your own space, you have to protect yourself right here, right? You have to protect yourself in this mentality. You have to protect yourself, because they're not going to protect you. They're not going to do anything for you. They're out for themselves, y'all. They're out to protect themselves. They're out to gain stuff for themselves. They're looking out, drum roll, for themselves, aren't they? So this is what you have to watch out for. This is what you have to look out for, because they're going to continue to do this type of stuff, because there's a benefit in doing this type of stuff for the narcissist, for the abuser, for the toxic person, right? They're going to keep doing this type of stuff because they like it. They enjoy it. You know what I mean? They're going to keep picking on you because they get the more of a reaction they can get from you, the more of a rise they can get from you, the better that they feel about themselves in their current circumstance. That's what happens right there. So they will absolutely keep picking on you and whatnot. Number 7 is they gaslight you. So gaslighting does not make you a narcissist, because some of y'all might be gaslighting. Some of y'all might be some of y'all might be gaslighters, right? But they like to make you, like, a lot of narcissists like to make you question reality, because the more you question reality, right? The more you question reality, the more that they feel like in control. The more that they feel in charge. Lying is just a regular lie. It's not gaslighting, y'all. It's just not. No. Gaslighting is more insidious. Gaslighting gets deeper beneath the level. Gaslighting makes you question your sanity. It makes you question reality. It makes you feel like you're going crazy. That's why a lot of times they refer to gaslighting as crazy making. Crazy making behavior. It's crazy making. You feel like you're going crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Absolutely. Absolutely, you feel like you're losing your mind, because you really might be losing your mind, because they're messing with you. They're manipulating you. They're getting into here. That's what a lot of abusive, manipulative, narcissistic people will do. They get into here, they'll mess with you, they'll confuse you, and they'll just beat you down. They'll just literally beat you down. This is what they do. This is what they like to do. This is what empowers them. Like, gaslighting is a tactic. It's a form of manipulation. It's a form of, it really is mental torture, pretty much. You know, so, like, again, not all gaslighters are narcissists, but I would say that most, if not all, narcissists gaslight. Damn, beetle just flew against my window, y'all. Number 8. They think they're right about everything and never apologize. Yeah, I feel like that's true about a lot of narcissists. They can never be wrong, right? And when you do prove them wrong, when there's evidence to the contrary, they still will not admit to being wrong. They will still just say, no, you're wrong, or let's agree. They'll say, this is the line right here. Let's agree to disagree. They'll want to agree. They'll want to agree to disagree, right? They'll absolutely want to agree to this. Let's just agree to disagree on this right here. We don't need to be right. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do that. That's what they'll start doing. So do you have to protect yourself in these spaces right here, y'all? You absolutely do. Agree to disagree. Don't agree. This, that, and the third. They will continue to manipulate you. They will continue to do this type of stuff. They will absolutely like to mess with you. You don't want to agree to disagree to an abuser, right? Okay, because, like, once they never admit, like, if they start doing this in the beginning, they won't let up in the end. I'll say that with absolute certainty. If they are being abusive, manipulating, gaslighting, or doing any of the previous 8 things that I've listed, they won't change them up later on, because they feel like they're accepted now. If you're not going to allow it later, don't allow it in the beginning. You know, if you have to walk away in the early on for somebody that you like because they don't respect your boundaries and they have to be right about everything, they never apologize, then you might have to walk away from somebody you like to find somebody that likes you. Don't let that go over your head right there. And the last thing on the list, y'all, drum roll, When you show them you're done, they lash out. When you show them you're done with them, they lash out at you. Yeah, rejection breeds obsession. When a narcissist thinks you're done with them, they don't want to accept the reality of it. So a lot of them will absolutely lash out at you, try to hurt your feelings, try to break you down, try to mentally, physically, emotionally abuse you. They absolutely will. This is the mindset, this is the mentality of narcissistic people. This is the mindset of abusive people. They don't want to be the one, they don't want to allow you to be the one that breaks up with them. They want to break up with you. They want to be the ones that end it. So sometimes when you break up with them, they'll lash out at you, beg you to get back with you, and then they'll break up with you just to say they broke up with you. I broke up with them, man. I'm the one who left them. I did that. They didn't leave me. I left them. Ha ha ha. I show you. I had to show them who the man was. You know what I mean? That's who I am. That's what I got going on. That's what I do. Not what you do. This is what I do. You know, that's the mindset of a manipulator. That's the mindset of an abusive person, y'all. Again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode, y'all. I really appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you. If you have any other questions, like I said, mentalhealness.net for more information. And as always, y'all, subscribe to the channel. As always, y'all, Mental Healness is out. Peace. What's going on, beautiful folks? Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, y'all. You made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It really does help the channel, y'all. It helps me reach more people as well. Also, I have coaching, my courses, and my support group available at www.mentalhealness.net. Thank you so much. Make sure you stick around, watch another video or two. I appreciate it. I'm out.